Welcome everybody to the seasonal diet, eating what our ancestors ate when they ate it, like we were evolved to do. Lupini beans, they are native to the Mediterranean region, where they have believed to have been cultivated just over 4,000 years ago, which is not a super long time compared to the other legumes that we have covered this week. We have found the seeds in Egyptian tombs dated to more than 2000 BC actually, but of course they could have been foraged and eaten wild long before then. They were among the staple crops of the ancient Egyptians and then Romans and the Greeks as we get to later on in time. Also, something different from many other legumes we have covered this week, Lupini beans did not spread very much into other parts of the world. Not much in comparison to the other beans at least. They have generally remained an important part only in the Mediterranean cuisine. They are typically prepared by soaking and bring the beans to remove the bitterness, and they are a popular snack in countries like Italy and Portugal, often served in bars with beer and other snacks. What we can say though is that they were brought to a certain extent to the places where these Mediterranean countries colonized. So lupini beans are in the traditional cuisines of some places like African countries where the Portuguese settled, Brazil and other places in South America. Also, there is a very similar species that we know is native to South America called Lupinus mutabilis, which grows mainly in the elevated regions of Peru. And we have archaeological evidence there that it has been cultivated for thousands of years as well. So not the same bean, but very, very closely related. Today, lupini beans are grown and consumed worldwide to a small degree. It's just not that easy to find them in most grocery stores, and if you do, it's small amounts. It's a little bag of them or a jar of them, so it remains usually a tradition in the Mediterranean cuisines and their colonies where they settle. They're the ones who still today have good access to these beans in the grocery stores. The specific timing of lupini bean season can vary based on factors like the climate, the variety of bean, agricultural practices, but they are generally planted in the early spring and harvested in the early summer. They can grow fairly well in slightly cooler climates as well, but then they are harvested in the fall in that case. As for me, I don't think I've ever seen or eaten them, but they are a legume that our European ancestors would have had access to for quite some time. Let us all know, do any of you live in the Mediterranean area? How easy are they to find near you? Can you find them in grocery stores? Do you have any favorite recipes with them? Let us all know down below.